All right, this section is going to be similar, kind of similar effects to the painting wet into wet, the wet shapes into the wet shapes. But for this, you're going to be dropping wet paint onto wet paper. So right now with a clean brush, I'm just painting it with clean-ish water. It's kind of hard for me to tell what area is wet and what's still dry. And then with a different brush, I'm going to use a round brush with water and paint. You want to fill up lots of paint so that it will drip right onto the paper, and you can see how the edges of that bleed. And I just think it looks so cool. Kind of gives it this crystallized feeling. It looks like kind of like how frost looks on your windows. Something to know or realize with this is you don't really have that much control over what this is going to look like. I can control how wet or how much pigment I have on my brush, but I can't so much control exactly how far it's going to spread or what shape it's going to spread into. So if you're going to do this technique, you have to be willing to lose a little bit of that control. And I really think that's when watercolor is at its best, is when we just let it do what it's going to do. And right here you can tell there actually wasn't probably enough water on the paper. So maybe this will work better for a smaller section or to go a little at a time. I'm just going to add more water to that. Let's try the yellow again. There it goes. I'm using all primary colors, the red, yellow, and blue, because I think it's kind of cool when those two colors can mix. So I'll see if that happens a little bit more. But feel free to experiment with any colors as much as you want. Oh, it's kind of interesting here how the colors seem to be pushing each other away. Like they're not so much blending together, they're more blending up next to each other. Oh, that looks really awesome. Anyways, have fun experimenting with this one.